This is the only festival dedicated to the animals.
Dedicated to the animals? Really, Sadhguru? Does this look like a celebratory festival dedicated to the animals to you?
From the evidence that was produced before the Supreme Court, and there was video evidence of this, you've got animals who are agitated, made to stand for long hours. They are made to move from side to side. They have got chili rubbed into their eyes, their anus, poked with sharp objects.
Once again, we see Sadhguru laughing at violence and abuse towards animals because he doesn't give a shit about animals. He's done it in other videos, as you can see here.
People say, I love my food. You love animals, so you put them in the food. Even I've seen people talking to the chicken and all very nicely, and next week they'll eat them up.
But remember, Sadhguru was an enlightened god. If he laughs at violence, it's all part of his greater plan, right?
This is the only festival dedicated to the…
Alright, we have some interesting video here. I am checking on YouTube. There are so many videos talking about Sadhguru and his problems to understanding animal protection and, of course, cow protection. There is one interesting video about a vegan person talking to Sadhguru and explaining that the factories are creating more and more cows, and this is one of the problems. But Sadhguru has some strange answer to this phenomenon. Let's check it out. In the following video, we will see what Sadhguru knows about animal cruelty and how to protect cows. Is this video? I saw this video 1 or 2 years ago, and I was extremely surprised by the brutality of his words. Somebody who really understands anything, nothing about cow care. But let's hear.
Namaskaram Sadhguru. My question is about milk. Milk is coming from the cows, which is a very torturous way.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, too late for milk drinking.
He starts by making jokes and putting down to this person who is making a very strong question to him. So he starts putting her down. This is not correct, but let's see what happened.
Sadhguru, I didn't understand.
Then you can drink milk.
So people go to see him in looking for answers, and he just make fun of them.
It's okay.
So the cows are getting tortured just to get the milk from them, and it's about their reproductive system, and we are dependent on the milk which should be given to her children, and this has been happening since ages, and also in the yogic system and in the temples. The milk is getting used for diyas and also for the linga, so I'm not sure how good it is. Sometimes I feel very bad about it.
I don't know where you saw diyas burning with milk. Anyway.
So yes, Sadhguru keep doing jokes because he has no response to this, and it's very irresponsible from him to, in front of so many people, to make jokes on this topic, because cow protection is one of the sacred dharmas. First of all, I want to say that I am very happy to hear one Indian lady asking this question and understanding that there is something wrong, and of course it's wrong. I want to reply to you. I don't know who is speaking, doing the question here, but I want to reply to this question. From a traditional point of view, Vedas and Puranas, you can see all the rituals, puja with milk, cow milk. But those texts are coming from thousands of years ago. Back in time, every person, priest, brahmanas, every city or town, they have their own cows. Cows that were respected, that were worshipped, cows were loved. There were not industries like nowadays who do exploitation to mother cow. You are very right and very correct with this. So nowadays the reality is totally different to the reality back in time, where cows were protected and loved by the owners because the cow was seen as a sacred animal, right? So in that way, the use the milk of the cow was a very important part of all rituals, puja, ceremony, and for human consumption. But nowadays, the science is showing that milk products are creating problems in the organism, on the human body, because that milk is not pure anymore, as it was natural back in time. Nowadays, that milk is full of chemicals that cows, since birth, they are getting different kind of vaccinations for all kind of things that they are developing because they are living in a terrible condition. There is no humanitarian slaughterhouse or humanitarian farms. This is not true. The only way that it can be humanitarian or good is if you own your own cow and you will respect, and then the milk will come in a total different way. But this is not the reality of the industry. And I have to say, India is one of the biggest sellers of meat worldwide. You know that? If it's not the top one, it's the top second. When I did this research a couple years ago, India was the top one, selling cow meat. It's incredible. But also selling milk to the population and other milk products. That is a big industry, and this is something difficult to fight with. But we can start by trying to choose a diet that is low on milk consumption. And if we can, to get milk from farmers that we know the cows are having a good life, then of course we can go for that option, and that will be like the proper, let's say, Vedic option. We can hear a little bit more about this video because it's incredible.
All right.
Made from the milk.
So, it's better to slaughter them, not torture them, right?
Well,
What
it's
is
better
he
to leave
speaking?
them the way they want to
Oh,
live.
that will not happen. The only other option is slaughter them. So we think it's better to milk them rather than slaughter them.
What a stupid answer, really. It's better to torture them than to slaughter them, to kill them.
It's better to slaughter them, not torture them, right?
This is what is known as a straw man fallacy. Basically, your opponent in the debate tries to twist your words and misrepresent what you said in order to give the illusion that they have trounced you in the argument. Hey bro, you should try riding a bicycle like me. It's more eco-friendly. Cars emit a lot of CO2. Oh, is that so? So you're telling me not to breathe also because I'm also emitting CO2? You're trying to kill me or what? I think you are grossly misrepresenting what I said there, buddy. The lady is saying that she is worried about hurting cows and exploiting the reproductive system for milking. Does she seem to be the kind of person suggesting to chop a cow's head off?
Well, it's better to leave them the way they want to
Oh,
live.
that will not happen. The only other option is slaughter them.
This thing starts for a very basic point, that those cows on those factories are not born by natural ways. People make them to reproduce very fast so they have more fresh new cows coming to give milk and then to give meat. This is the reality. It's not that if you stop this, of course in the beginning it will happen, what we will do with all the cows. But the point is to stop the demand on milk product, so slowly they will not need to reproduce cows so fast. And the number of cows will decrease and it will come to a natural state again. This is what must happen. And this girl, this woman, because it's over 30 years old, she knows it. She knows better than this guy there. And the people applaud this. It's incredible.
We think it's better to put them to work than to slaughter them. This is my understanding of cruelty.
You understand nothing, man. You understand absolutely nothing. And it gets me mad, you know? Because so many people have to hear this trash. It's incredible. Cow protection is not a joke to say something like this.
Your understanding of cruelty is, milking the cow is very cruel, so we will kill the cow and eat it up.
She didn't say that. This is what you are saying. Maybe you are eating them up. That's why you have no compassion.
That's exactly what will happen. Whatever your intentions are, that is exactly what will happen. Yes or no? That's all that will happen. So if you think that is more humane, just to slaughter them and eat them up, That's not my understanding of cruelty. My understanding of cruelty and compassion is, first thing is right to life. There is cruelty everywhere. You were sent to school, it's a bloody cruel place.
Really, everything that is coming from his mouth is his own imagination, because anyone who do a small research on this topic will agree with my opinion and the opinion of the lady who is asking there.
Yes, it's very cruel on a child. But can you leave the children on the street and say, don't go to school? We have to put them through that cruelty because otherwise they will go and kill each other on the street. Yes?
And here is totally off topic, absolutely running away from the topic. Maybe we can think anything. Why he say these kind of things? Maybe he has a factory, maybe he own a factory, that's why he cannot say something else. No, there is a big cruelty on cows on every factory, that's true. Anyone who have been doing some basic research on this topic will find this exactly the same. And here I have some time when I speak about this, some friends, devotees from different school, like they say that one day they asked this to Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and he say, it's okay. But this is not something that we should think. Maybe on the moment it's okay, but on the long term, the Hare Krishnas or any community who use milk, they should have their own cows. If they are a community, they can do it. A small farm, they can have a small place for cows, and they respect, they treat, they take good care of them, and they have the milk and all the benefit from them. Otherwise, it's exploitation, and in a bad way, really. The main point of the video and the mind of SADHGURU, SADHGURU, is that if we stop exploiting those cows on the factories, then they will kill them. So it's better to keep this. But this is the only thing that this is doing is keeping the business on. What it must to happen, what will be a real solution, will be to stop the consumption, the levels of sales, so the factories will start having to decrease the demand of milk. As a result, they will not be reproducing the cows so fast that it turns into a big problem. For the ones who do believe in the world warming, they say that cows are one of the problems. They say that cow contaminate more than a car. Really? I can give you a proof that I can sleep in the same room of a cow one night and I will be the next day perfectly fine. But if I sleep inside the garage of a car with the car on, for sure the next morning I will not be alive. It's incredible what the followers of SADHGURU have to say about this. They are so blind? I don't think so. But it's not about the cow. Everything he said in my previous video that I spoke about him, I show how he's speaking that we are nothing and there is nothing to do. He's not speaking about soul, transcendental body, nothing, absolutely nothing. No meaning, no God, no nothing. But also when he speak about other stuff, like when he spoke about Krishna, he confused Radharani with Yashoda Mata. He confused Krishna with everything. He really knows nothing. It's incredible. The only that came to my mind is, okay, this is Kali Yuga. And Kali Yuga has Kali Yuga people who follow Kali Yuga gurus. Darkness and ignorance. If you like this video, as always, give like, share and subscribe. We will see next episode. Thanks for watching. Vaishnav D.D. Radheshyam Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram.